Have you ever wondered how would Balatro be if it had cars in it? Well, this game aims to answer that question. Driving Rogue is essentially that, but it does some things different given that you're driving cars instead of playing with cards. It's a roguelike arcade experience where each run is new and unique compared to the last one. The goal is to get enough points in each event to go to the next stage. And to get points, you can do basically anything. Driving fast gets you points, drifting, near misses, and other actions. Each race also has ranks on the top right. Depending on how many points you get, you will earn more coins to spend here after you're done. This is where you get to make your build. You have card options up here for mods, multipliers, and consumables. The mods are the standard options where you can choose certain buffs to suit your build. Anything from just a simple multiplier per action that you do, to some outrageous ones like the ones that can increase your car's stats. Your multipliers give you space for more mods to add, giving you the ability to make insane builds that will get your scores easily into the millions. Consumable items you can use to increase your basic stats, which are slipstream, drift, top speed, and handling. Those aren't too important at first when you start a run, but later on it's nice to have them at higher levels. Other consumables can range from cards like copying mod buffs from one card to another, Deja Vu, which you can use to make the previously used consumable item again. You also have these boxes which you can open to choose either one item from it, or if it's an overclocked box, you can choose 2 items to add to your build. And once you've added the items that you want, it's time to continue racing, which brings the question on how is the handling in this game. For me, I think it's pretty alright. Of course, on the arcade side, in terms of simplicity, it's really easy to get into drifts and you can easily cancel them as well by just pressing L2 or B on your controller. It's a little weird to get used to at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy onwards. We get to drive in different areas with this retro wave 80s style to it. On the road, you will notice small little icons that you can drive on to claim, such as buffs like having more time in the stage, healing your car because that is also important in here, ending a combo but still keeping the multiplier, etc. There's also ones that can hurt you a little, such as running over oil, having leaves covering your screen. As for the abilities, you have your standard ones like Nitro, but also some cool ones like the ghosting one, which if you use, you can phase through a car and keep your combo going. There's also an EMP which can move all of the cars in front of you to the sides, which is really helpful if there's a lot of traffic. Speaking of them, the traffic has that GTA way of just running into your lane to fuck you over and kill your combo. There's also this van that will always throw stuff at you. I feel bad for the dude that bought a brand new piano. Each race can also have some additional factors to it, like having more traffic, lower tire grip. There's also the timer on the top to keep a lookout for, because on a few occasions, I forgot to do that myself. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I did not pay attention to time. Oops. And that is essentially the game loop. Drive and earn points, come back here to add some cards to your build, continue racing until eventually getting to stage 3 and facing off against a boss. For this, you need to have more points than him and to finish ahead of him. If you do, then congrats, your run is complete. Or is it? See, after you get this screen, there's a new button that appears called Endless Mode, where you can continue onwards getting an insane build going on. But what is the goal really at this point? Well, as far as I've noticed from the dev builds that I had, every 3 stages onwards you would face off against a new boss, and once you defeat one, you would go up until you face off against the next one. Kind of like the blacklist for Most Wanted. At the moment, they're still a work in progress, but there's supposed to be at least 10 of them, each with their own unique character designs and cars. And that's where the real challenge is, to try and keep the run going for that long and to beat all of them. But for that, you'll probably need a good car at first. And this game does something interesting with its cars. Before you start a run, you can choose what car you want to drive, but each one has a different buff. So depending on your playstyle, it's best to check them out before entering a run. After each completed run, you can go into the driver's profile and check the tasks you have completed. Similarly in Balatro, if you achieved certain goals, you would unlock different cards that you can use in future runs, and also driver traits which can also boost your stats for upcoming runs. On paper, most of these things sound simple, but if you've played Balatro, you know how addicting that game cycle is, and with this game, game, I already felt that addiction coming in, because you want to keep unlocking more stuff, trying out different builds, going for higher and higher scores. For example, in this run, I only focused on getting a top speed build going on, and you can just see how much you can get out of it. But wait, why is there another car here? Well, I forgot to mention, but this game has an actual co-op multiplayer. You can play this with up to 4 people in one run. The game plays out the same, although you might notice a bit of lag from the traffic. That mainly depends on the regions your friends are from. But with extra cars on the road, the game definitely becomes easier as you don't have to worry too much on the score, because either you or your friend will probably achieve it first. The new addition in here is Revival. If one of you dies during a race, then the other person can spend coins to revive you for the next race. Once you get revived, you can't buy any cards in the menu until you complete the next race, and you go on for as long as you can go together. The game is still a work in progress at the moment, and the developers are still open to feedback regarding this, with the main release being September 17th. So if you found this interesting and have some ideas on what the devs could do or change in here, do drop a comment about it, as I'm sure they'll be checking out a lot of them. I personally really enjoyed the experience and can't wait to see how the full build will be. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. And one thing to remember is to always keep gambling. Gold, gold, gold.
Gold, gold, gold.